The true origins of the company came from personal experience. The reason we founded the company was to give student athletes an opportunity to play their sport in college and to really experience the things that we valued from our own college sports experience. I went through the recruiting process as a high school athlete, played lacrosse growing up, loved the sport, had the opportunity to go play at Wesleyan University.
We both worked in the city for a few years after Wesleyan, and Chris happened to start coaching lacrosse out in Utah, and he saw that the kids were going through the process the same way we were, which was really unorganized, no real structure to it. Our product in particular is trying to professionalize that space.
I played soccer in college, oldest of four. My parents were not collegiate athletes. I really had no guidance or direction going through my process, so I was really fortunate to end up where I did. But when I first came in here and saw the platform, I was completely blown away. This is something that I wish I had, and the fact that I get to sell it to a club, which then translates to helping hundreds of other families, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for me.
4 years ago, I started as an intern, sweating under a tent at a lacrosse tournament, and this mother is herding her 3 sons over to our tent, and they looked exhausted, practically dragging their equipment on the ground. No question they had been on the road for half the summer. And then she smiled and said to us, our oldest son just committed to his dream school with the help of your platform. My first instinct was to look around for Matt and Chris, like, does she know that I didn't build this? Like, we're just interns? But seriously, I still remember her expression of gratitude and relief, and that was when I knew I wanted to work at Sports Recruits full time.
The company's grown a lot in terms of the number of team members we have. The ideas and the execution that comes from the new team members is going to lead the future growth. Ultimately, we really try to empower all of our employees to try to be their own CEO, which I'm sure you've heard other people say, but that's something that we really believe.
I get on the subway every day, heading down to Phi-Dye in a crowded subway car full of guys in suits, going to push paper for the man. I get to throw on my shorts and flip-flops and come here and be the man.
We want every team member to come in knowing that they can actually influence where the business goes.
I've been here for a little over a month now, and it's been excellent, of course.
It was the last day of my first week at Sports Recruits. We went for a walk. My manager gave me an expectations talk sharing the expectations for my role. It was clear that the work that I would do and the work that my teammates consistently do plays a very real role in shaping the company's future. The fact that we were having this conversation while staring out at the seaport, the very format of this meeting, just further supported what my teammate was saying. And I just remember it feeling surreal, with me very conscious of how distinct and unique this scenario was.
After working in a large corporation, I really wanted to experience a small company. The bigger the company is, a lot of things are, they move a lot slower, and the things that I was working on, I couldn't really even show them off to the world. Sports Recruits just sounded great, sounded like they were doing, awesome things. Startup setting, being, that fast-paced, I figured, okay, well, the things I built, I could probably even show my parents, hey, I spent a couple of months building out this amazing feature. Look what it could do, I've been here for about a year and a half now, and I've been part of about 4 or 5 different product launches, so it feels very rewarding.
One of the greatest things that I've been able to do at this company is see it grow from Matt and I in his parents' basement to being a team of over 30 people right now. And the great thing about that is you get to see a company develop, but you get to see employees develop.
That's kind of the beauty of working for a company that really embodies this startup kind of culture. We are 30 people. We have our big boy startup pants on, if you will, but there are still a lot of these different things that our company does embody, and that is nourishing every employee to their maximum potential.
Something that I like about this company is we are challenged to work together with the same dynamic that a team out there will be playing on the field.
I could be talking to customer service one day when we're on lunch and they're explaining a problem, and I think that I can come up with a visual solution for them. So, we put a meeting on the books and we come together to create something that will help solve a problem.
Everyone here's childhood kind of revolved around sports. We all wanted to get to that next level. We all wanted to play collegiately. And so for us to be able to look to our right and look to our left and know that even if we didn't go to the same school, even if we didn't play the same sport, even if we have different life goals, we all understand what it takes to win, and that's not just by performing individually.
Coming from a team atmosphere, you never know who's going to step up. Going into a game, you don't necessarily know who's going to be the team member that makes that play.
It was definitely a little intimidating at first, since this was my first real dev job. I was sure I was going to get fired every day for the first month or two. But the whole team was really welcoming, helped me with any problems with the code base I had. We did these awesome code reviews every week, so I could see some of the high quality code that other developers like Anthony and Kat and Patrick had been writing. And we continue to do those every week, and it's one of my favorite parts of the job.
If you asked my dad what I was going to be after college, he would have said I was going to be a lacrosse coach, hands down. One of the interesting things about being a lacrosse coach is you want to develop each individual on the team, but you also want the team to perform at the highest level possible. And I think that carries over a lot to what we're doing here at Sports Recruits. You want to create careers that are beneficial and rewarding for each individual at the company, and that's a really powerful thing to find in a work environment.